Hey everybody, it's Mark with Exotic Car Play Place. Today I'm going to talk about how to jack up my Lamborghini. There's been a lot of guys on the forums asking that question, how do you jack the Lambo properly? Because there's some concerns doing that. Number one, you don't want to jack on the engine. Number two, you don't want to jack anywhere just randomly on the side of the car because you can crush stuff. There's a lot of cover plates under there but with no structure, and you can damage stuff on the side of the car. Number three, when you're jacking up the front corner or corners, there should be a special way to do that, because I've heard rumors, and I don't know this for a fact, but I have heard that if you jack too much on one front corner, because of the sheer mass of that expensive $5,000–$6,000 windshield, you can actually jack one corner and split that windshield because of the angle at which you're kind of lifting that front corner. So you want to minimize the amount that you're lifting on one corner, especially at the front. But I'll show you what I do to get started, and then you follow along, and hopefully this helps you guys. Okay, so I just shortened this up for you. Basically, I jacked up the center through the center frame, and I use this jack. I start at the back, and the reason I do that is because to lever the car up, it allows me to get the jacks behind the front wheels easier. I always start in the back. I secure the back first, okay? After I get the back in the air, I use chocks, okay? So I get the back up in. I just basically landed this on the blocks, but I jack it in the middle here. So I jack it in the middle on that frame, and then I just put these blocks on either side like this. But this frame, I use that frame for jacking. So the reason I use that frame for jacking is because it's able to sustain the weight of that car. And it's a good place to get a good strong jack underneath. It's a good height, so you can use a lot of different floor jacks to get it up there. You definitely don't want to lift this car by the engine. You've got a very heavy car, and if you jack it by the engine, you're looking at asking for damage on that aluminum engine. Okay, so what I do, I put some jack blocks here, or I put blocks under the wheels, because the key being, of course, if I start lifting the front, I don't want that back to become unstable. So I always use a couple blocks either side. So then what I do over here, so I use actually two jacks. And this is how I'm going to avoid damaging the windshield, hopefully. That's the plan. I use a small jack on this side. Careful. Okay, I'm gonna slide it, not right up there. I'm gonna slide that in there. Careful, you don't scratch the paint. Coming? Mm-hmm. So I give it a few jacks, and then I go to the other side. I use this jack on this side. Now you'll notice this is a low profile. See, this isn't your standard floor jack. I use a low profile one. This one here helps me get under the low corner of the Lambo here. Obviously these cars sit really low, so a standard floor jack couldn't get me under there. So I had to use this. Had to buy this special low profile jobby. So I give it a few more jacks on this side, and I stop. I go to the other side, a few jacks, and keep repeating this back and forth. Jacks. And I stop. I hope that really helped you. This is the way I do it at home. Good old fashioned. It's not pretty, it's not cute, but it gets the job done and it's safe, okay? So I use wood blocks, yes I do, but I also I double up. Whenever I'm working under a car, I always blocks and the jack at the same time. Never go underneath a vehicle that's elevated, that doesn't have wheels on it. Never go underneath that vehicle. I've heard a lot of horror stories, and I can share many of those with you. But again, I hope you like this, guys. Please do make sure you like, subscribe, comment. I'm moving on the north side of 3,000 subs now, and I'd like to basically keep on trucking. I'm just trying to help you guys help yourselves, and this is a good do-it-yourself little project because this helps you do a lot of different tasks, from repairs, maintenance, oil changes, brakes, cleaning your wheels, all that stuff. You got to know how to jack a Lambo up. Unless you take everything to your service guy, this is the way to do it. But again, please do subscribe, and we'll talk to you in the next one. Bye-bye.